With us now being past the halfway point in what's being called the final season of Ted Lasso, episode 7 is now on the horizon, and judging by the end of episode 6, things should start to look on the up. Titled Boxes, this episode is one that seems as though it's going to focus on the new strategy that's been put in place by Ted following his epiphany. So with that, I thought I'd take a look at all that was out there along with giving my theories and predictions on what I think could happen next. So let's get into it. Here is Ted Lasso Season 3 Episode 7 Theories Explained. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. In Episode 6 of the show, we saw most of the main characters face their internal demons and do their best to overcome them, or at least start the process of overcoming them. So in this next episode, I feel we will most likely see everybody having more of a positive outlook on themselves and their development. With the episode being titled Boxes, I feel this could be alluding to the box formation that can often be used to overpower the midfield, something which Ted may utilize when using his triangle formation and gameplay style that he discovered whilst in the Netherlands. With Richmond not winning a game in a long while, I feel as though we're going to see the team looking as though they need a win more than ever, as by the next time that we see them it will most likely have been around 9 games since their last victory. So I feel Ted will most likely be feeling the pressure and his mind may still be weighing heavy on him. Judging by the photo that has been shared of the next episode, it seems as though it's going to be focused on the training ground where we're going to be seeing Ted implementing the new strategy alongside Roy. I think this could be the episode where we'll also see that Jamie's extra training efforts have started paying off, as he'll begin to start to show true quality on the training ground and also during the game. With Ted having hallucinations in the most recent episode without actually consuming anything, I wonder if it is placebo, or if it's something that will continue to happen throughout the season as it goes on. I imagine and hope it will just be a one-time thing. There was also a line in the synopsis for the next episode which was focused around Sam hosting a VIP guest in his restaurant for the first time, so I imagine there's going to be some stress that's going to be brewing around Sam. I'm intrigued to see who the VIP is going to be. I do wonder if it's going to be a guest appearance. I kind of hope that it is. Let's break the rest of the video down by the main characters and my theories for the rest of them. Ted. I think in the next episode of the show we're going to see the fight that's within Ted, but also the unwinding that he's going to have. In episode 6 we had 2 really important things occur during his hallucination. We had him smelling the barbecue sauce which took him back to when he used to be with his father, and we also had a visual of Nate walking by him within the restaurant. I think even though Ted is going to be trying his best to work on a new tactic, which I do think will benefit the team and they will ultimately start to go on a run of wins, I believe we're going to see Ted start to miss home even more and yearn to be with his son. The memory of what happened to his father is something that I think is going to grow stronger and draw him back to his own son. Rather than being a memory and thousands of miles away, I feel he'll want to be more present within his life, which I think could lead Ted to step down from the now winning side of AFC Richmond. But where I think Nate ties into it is the fact that I feel Ted won't be able to do it without reconciling with Nate. We know that the pair of them want to make up, and Nate wants to apologize for what he did, but the fact that Nate appeared in Ted's hallucination to me shows that he won't be able to leave until they address the elephant in the room and repair the damaged relationship. Otherwise, Ted will be taking the pain, burden, and upset with him, which means he won't be the true person that he wants to be over in the States. Rebecca. In the next episode of the show, I think we're going to see a completely different side to Rebecca. She hasn't let her hair down in a long while, and in the most recent episode, we saw that she had a night like no other with the mystery man in Amsterdam, a man that mirrored all that she'd been through in her relationship with Rupert, heartbreak and unfaithfulness. I believe that we're going to see Rebecca regret not getting this person's name and number, and she may start to do all that she can to do who he is, maybe even travel back there, with one of the predictions being that she would be a mother. This man did have a child, so maybe she could reach out and get back in contact with him. I do think that is quite obvious, and I also believe the show is playing with us, but it could well be under our nose. With there still being a psychic prediction, upside down and drenched in the rain, I think we could potentially see that occurring too. Roy. Roy is mourning the relationship that he had with Keeley and the fact that he chose to not be with her. With her being with Jack Danvers, I think we're going to see Roy starting to wear his heart on his sleeve a little more with her. All of the anger that he has pent up inside of him is something that has a root cause of Keeley, and the fact that they're no longer together. There was a shot in the trailer of it looking as though the both of them were going to be speaking with one another, and they were holding hands, so we could well see them get back together, whether it be Keeley choosing to be with Roy, or the fling with Jack Danvers coming to an end and her being single for a while. But I think we could see them get back together. Jamie. I believe in the next episode we're going to see Jamie Tart take over from that role of Zava in being the player that can make a difference to the team. I believe we're going to see him thrive in this new formation, and also the training that he's been doing with Roy will start to pay off. We've seen him mature throughout this season, and he's almost adopted a more approachable, calm, positive outlook on things. And I feel as though that's something that we could see him bring to the team on the pitch. Nate. I think we'll see more of Nate in this episode. We saw that he was starting to get back in touch with who he used to be, and holding his own when being faced with the decisions of leading this new life. Such as when he was adamant on staying in the restaurant that held importance to his family when he was with Anastasia. I think we will see Nate start to clash with Rupert in episode 7. West Ham haven't really had a bad game yet, and I think they're due one. I think when that does happen, we will see a different side to Rupert. The side that we know is there, but the side that Nate hasn't seen yet, or at least not seen directed towards him. This is something that would cause Nate to start to push away, and ultimately end up reaching back out to Ted, as Nate is currently a man without guidance, and will have nobody to give him praise and telling him to believe in himself, something which came natural to Ted. Them repairing their relationship is something that is long overdue, and I hope that it does happen in the next episode. There are so many different directions that this next episode could potentially go in, but I do feel it's going to focus on the new tactic that Ted will be adopting, and the team thriving once they've mastered it, allowing Ted to lead the team higher up the table. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. So, there you have it. Ted Lasso Season 3 Episode 7 Theories Explained. If you want to see more videos such as Endings Explained, Theories and Predictions, and Character Breakdowns, then click on the I button, or alternatively you can head over to my channel where you'll find them all. If you'd like to give me a show or movie that you'd like me to review, then head over to my Twitter, @BrainPilot_, and tweet me what show or movie you'd like me to review next. And finally, if you'd like to see what I rate the latest movies that don't quite make the cut to getting a dedicated video, then head over to my Letterboxd profile. It's where I rate the latest releases in real time. What do you think is going to happen next? Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.